What's up, guys? Welcome to Talking Pigskin Week 5 edition. Last week I went 3-2 with my picks. Extremely happy with the way the Jets took down the Titans. Of course, I didn't expect them to win, but happy to see Robert Saleh and company finally getting this team up to play. And of course, Zach Wilson showed up and showed out. Second half, especially. Corey Davis had his revenge game. The defense with 7 sacks. That's what you want to see. Amazing progress from week to week if you want to compare coming off the Broncos loss. So I just hope that continues. Again, I'm sticking with my 4-win predictions. I'm not getting ahead of the game here, but it was just really nice to see the Jets win, and it was really good to feel and see a Jets game going into fourth quarter that close and that energetic. It was something I missed for a long time, so I'm definitely happy about that. Good to see them win as always. Other than that, I didn't expect the Rams to get trampled by the Arizona Cardinals, the only undefeated team remaining in the league. So that was interesting to see. But overall, I'm 12-8 in the season. Not terrible, but I can definitely do better. My lock was the Bills. They trampled the Texans, and my upset was the Vikings over the Browns. Unfortunately, Kirk Cousins and company didn't show up. But anyways, moving on to Week 5 picks, starting with a Thursday night game where the Seattle Seahawks will host the LA Rams. Now, they went over to San Francisco last week, and they beat the 49ers, a game that I thought they were going to lose. So that's a good thing with Seattle. But however, coming back home, Seattle used to be a very scary place for opponents to go and play. It's no longer the case. The Titans allowed to beat them this year. In comes the LA Rams coming off a bad loss against the Cardinals where they weren't even in the game at all. Matthew Stafford and that company, they're going to be ready to go. Jalen Ramsey and Aaron Donald, they know that defense hasn't been playing great. They got to turn it up on the defense side of the ball. You can see losing Brandon Staley to the LA Chargers clearly has affected this team defense side of the ball. Raheem Morris hasn't lived up to his hype yet, but I'm sure he'll fix it. Hawks, Russell Wilson, amazing as always. He won his 100th game last week. It's going to be a tough game for them to go against a team with that much offensive firepower. And Jamal Adams and company in the Seattle defense side of the ball, they aren't really doing much to contain oppositions. So I think in a very good game, I think the Rams will take down the Seahawks on Thursday night. Next game we have is the New York Jets going to London to take on the Atlanta Falcons. Now, before we get carried away, before the season had started, I did say the Jets are going to go 4-13, and this, in my mind, was going to be the first win of the season. Just because the Atlanta Falcons looks hapless, Arthur Blank hasn't figured it out. They had a good game on offense last week against the Washington football team, but honestly, the Atlanta Falcons don't scare anybody. Matt Ryan is on the downside of his career, so Kyle Pitts, I thought he'd be, never know, could have a breakout game on Sunday, but as of right now, he hasn't flashed at all. In comes the Jet team where they're coming off high off a win, beating a good Titans team. Definitely getting some pieces back slowly. I believe Ashton Davis, the safety, is back. However, the other starting safety that started last week, Jarrell Wilson, he's going to be out. Definitely injured, depleted defense. However, they're still playing well. They're still keeping the Jets in the game. And the offense, Mike LaFleur, whatever he did last week, second half, please continue. And I think the Jets will win this game in London. By the way, 9:30 Eastern start, so don't forget to adjust your clock. Next game we have is the Green Bay Packers going to Cincinnati to take on the Bengals. Now, Joe Burrow and the Cincinnati Bengals are off to a 3-1 start. Not a lot of people saw that one coming, but definitely he has improved year to year. His connection with Jamar Chase has been lights out. Tyler Boyd, C.J. Uzomah, and Joe Mixon, not to mention. That offense has been playing great. Defensively, they're not as good. So in comes Aaron Rodgers, who have been not unstoppable since the Week 1 loss against the Saints. And Packers, honestly, I know Rodgers says usually towards the middle of the season they're going to run the table. I'm going to say right now they're going to run the table for a while. I don't see this team losing. I think they're one of the best teams in the league right now. Top 3 for sure. I think going to Cincinnati, as much as it looks tough on paper, I think they'll pull away in fourth quarter, and Packers will win this game handily. Next game we have is the LA Chargers over the Cleveland Browns. So the Chargers, which I picked as a sleeper pick before the season started, are showing all of you why Justin Herbert and that entire offensive staff is one of the best things to watch in the NFL. On Monday night, they put up 21 points on the Raiders without Raiders having the answer back. Of course, the game got close in fourth quarter, but Justin Herbert and Austin Eckler and Jared Cook, Mike Williams, Keenan Allen, they've been playing lights out. Joey Bosa, Derwin James, and that defense has been playing awesome as well. Derek Carr got hit several times. Do I see Cleveland going into LA and beating that team? Absolutely not. The Browns are also 3-1. Understand, they're playing just as well, but Baker Mayfield hasn't shown me anything that he's going to go to a hostile environment and win a game on the road. I think Jarvis Landry is still out, so they're going to be playing, behind the 8 ball and try to catch up with the Chargers because they're going to score at a hurry, taking the Chargers over the Browns. Next game we have is the Kansas City Chiefs hosting the Buffalo Bills. And I think this AFC Championship rematch will be just like how it turned out in January. I think Kansas City at home in Arrowhead, with sitting in the basement of AFC West, will need to turn it around and try to keep pace with the LA Chargers, aforementioned, and the Buffalo Bills, who are 3-1, but honestly, they're playing scrub teams and have been blowing them out. So I'm not really that impressed by them yet, even though they are my pick to go to the Super Bowl. It just they haven't played a quality opponent until now, and I think going to Arrowhead, they will struggle. Josh Allen has been playing all right. He hasn't been playing lights out or anything like that. So Patrick Mahomes and the offense will need to pull this one away and make sure they stay up to date with the LA Chargers. So there you have it. I'm picking the LA Rams, the New York Jets, the Green Bay Packers, the LA Chargers, and the Kansas City Chiefs to win this week. My lock of the week will be the Tennessee Titans coming. They're getting A.J. Brown and Julio Jones back, going to Jacksonville. The Jacksonville Jaguars are an entire hot mess, and they will not be able to turn it around. The whole Urban Meyer situation is just bizarre, but Titans over the Jacksonville Jaguars. And my upset is the New York Jets over the Atlanta Falcons. No, this is not a homer pick. This is solely because the Falcons are a field goal favorite against this team, and I don't think the Falcons will be able to cover it. I'll see you guys next week.